New developments in the past 24 hours, as officials are saying things in the Middle East are escalating between the United States and Iran to the point where we are almost to the place where things are inevitable, where there will be attacks and battling and increases in war with the United States. Now, I'm going to get you the latest. As I mentioned, this is in the past 24 hours. I'm going to be sure to keep you guys up to date on everything as it unfolds. And do me a quick favor, if you are on with me live and you can see me and hear me okay, please let me know in the comments. So that way I can make sure that I'm going to be getting across to everybody the latest information that's come out in the past 24 hours. Wayne says he's here. Christopher says, yes, excellent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys the latest update. I'm going to shift this light over here because it's a little bright, so that way you guys can see me a little bit better. Everybody says they can see me and hear me okay. Excellent. Okay, great. That is good. Okay, so as I mentioned, things are escalating. In the past 24 hours, we're getting word from U.S. officials that things are almost to the point where a war with the U.S. and Iran is almost inevitable. Now, I'm going to give you the latest information on this that's just been coming out in the past 24 hours, and this comes after yesterday. I let you know that there has been attacks that have been taking place, and the UN came out, or excuse me, Iran's foreign official came out in the UN, in the United States, on American soil, and threatened the United States and let them know that if the war in Gaza continued, that the U.S. would not be spared. And there have been attacks going on back and forth between the U.S. and Iran in the Middle East, in Iraq and Syria, on U.S. troops. And now they're saying it's getting to the point where it is essentially going to be inevitable. There is no point of return. The escalation is increasing. So let me go ahead and get you the latest. And I know that, as I mentioned in the videos, this is not what anybody wants to hear. We don't want to hear that we are going towards war. However, I believe that information is power, and you need to know what's taking place. If you appreciate the updates, letting you know what's going on, smash the like button for me. I see we've got 630 people on live, 116 likes. Can we get at least half the room to smash the like button? All it does is lets YouTube know you appreciate the updates, and it will in turn share this out, further spreading the news and the updates for people on YouTube. So I appreciate it, you guys. Now, let me go ahead and get you the latest for those of you that are wondering what is going on. So this article just came out in the past 24 hours, and it says, there have now been a total of 21 U.S. military personnel that have sustained injuries and have come under attack in just the last week in Syria and Iraq, with attacks 13 times. Now, keep in mind, in the past 2 weeks, we've heard now almost 20 attacks on U.S. soldiers. We've heard Biden warn Iran twice, do not attack the U.S., be very, very careful. And then we saw the attacks escalate, almost like they dismissed his threats. Put a 1 in the comments if you think that they just think that Biden's threats are empty. Put a 2 if you think that it will actually cause them to stop. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to get your thoughts. Now, defense officials told CNN on Wednesday this. Now, the injuries, they might be minor, but the statement behind this isn't, that the threat of border conflict, possibly involving U.S. forces, is growing almost every single day following the gruesome October 7 terrorist attacks on the southern Israel border by Hamas, the Iranian-supported militant group. And this is the issue, is that Iran actually funds and supports Hamas to attack Israel. They openly say, death to Israel, death to the United States. And so as a result, Biden came out and said, listen, Iran, we know that you're funding Hamas. Do not attack U.S. troops. And as a result of that, we actually saw more attacks on U.S. troops. Indeed, U.S. troops in these locations have often been attacked by Iranian proxy forces at times of rising tensions. So as we're going this route, they already anticipated it. And Washington, which believes Tehran has been actively facilitating these latest attacks. They're saying that these attacks have got the fingerprints of Iran all over them. They are bracing for a surge or an increase. Now listen to this. Fresh U.S. airstrikes against Iran-backed militia targets in Syria on Thursday show the United States is not backing down from this fight. So the U.S. is striking back, and they're saying, we are going to attack you. You will receive pushback. And Biden said, be prepared. They're saying they will not back down. And listen to this, just coming out in the past 24 hours. The White House has, for the moment, rightly stopped short of concluding that major escalation is inevitable. So they are pushing back, and they're saying we are almost to the point where increased escalation to the point of war is almost inevitable, you guys. And like I said, this is probably not what anybody wants to hear. Nobody hears that we are on the brink of war, but they're saying that things are escalating. Iran is attacking U.S. troops. The U.S. is responding back. Iran is hitting back again. Then the Iran foreign minister comes out in front of the entire UN on U.S. soil and says the United States will not be spared from our fire. And now we're also hearing that attacks are continuing on and things are escalating in the past 24 hours. And we're hearing that Israeli ground troops, this is coming out in just the past few hours, just today, Israeli ground troop operations in Gaza, they are increasing, the military says. Iran's foreign minister was adamant about his position on the Israel-Hamas conflicts at the UN General Assembly emergency session today. Gaza and the West Bank belong only to the original Palestinians, he said. Well, Israel is pushing forward, and they are going in, and they're trying to take out Hamas in Gaza. Now, it says, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told reporters on Monday that the U.S. is deeply concerned about the potential for any significant escalation of these attacks in the days ahead. So you guys, also a warning for you. In the coming days, we might even see this blow up even further, and is positioning additional air defense forces, 2 aircraft carrier strike groups, and some 900 additional troops in the region as a deterrent. President Joe Biden himself has issued a starkly simple warning for any country or group that might be looking to stir up more trouble. He says, don't. And again, let me know your thoughts about President Biden's threats. Do other countries believe his threats, or do they think they are empty? Put a 1 if you think they're empty, put a 2 if you think it will actually stop them. We are seeing a response, though. The United States is hitting back on Iran, and we're going to be seeing, though, if this escalates or if there's going to be a stop to this. Now, that posture is about right. Stern warnings backed by a defense buildup, which allows the U.S. to make possible strikes against the discrete targets if the origin of the attacks can be identified in real time. The U.S. should also make clear it retains the opinion to hit the facilities of Iran-backed militias responsible for Syria and Iraq attacks, as it did in 2021. While this risks escalation, it might be necessary, and a lack of resolve is also a risk in the face of the ongoing attacks. Now, in important respects, the Middle East of the moment resembles Europe on the eve of World War I. They're saying it looks like history repeating itself, entering into World War III. And as I mentioned to you, there's a lot of concern about this. We've heard Elon Musk, several people saying that we are on the brink of World War III, and we must at all costs try to avoid entering into this escalation of war, because this is an existential threat to humanity. We could essentially destroy ourselves if we enter into World War III, and all the conflicts taking on around the nation right now. We must stop. We also heard Vivek Ramaswamy, one of the contenders for the presidential elections on the Republican side for 2024, say that this could be the end of us, that the United States, he said, that if Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, all unified together against the United States, that it could be the end of the United States. So there's lots of warnings coming out saying we need to avoid World War III at all costs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, World War I, in which entangling alliances and secret commitments pushed a cascade of combatants to tumble together into a war after the first shot was fired in Sarajevo. There is a history here that goes beyond the fact that the U.S. is allied with the supporting Israel in its war on Hamas. Iran and the U.S., they have been on the brink of an open conflict since early 2020, when the U.S. assassinated the notorious commander for the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, or the IRGC, Quds Force Qassam Salami, the man widely believed responsible for enabling attacks against American troops throughout the region. Iran has long memory, and earlier this year renewed its call for revenge. For months, Tehran apparently has been planning a more aggressively, strategically aimed attack at U.S. troops in the region. So they're saying that this has been going on for quite some time. They actually want revenge against the United States, and they want to strike us and hit us with this. And they're saying that experts right now are saying we're basically there. It's almost to the point of inevitability. And again, I know this is not what anybody wants to hear, but we've got 1,169 people on. Do me a favor, if you appreciate the breaking news updates of what's been coming out in the past 24 hours, do me a favor, smash the like button. It just helps with the algorithm, helps spread this out so more people can see it, can hear it. And I see here in the comments, Joseph Hooray saying, we are in the end times. People need to repent. Man, I agree. It sure feels like there is a lot going on right now. And I'm keeping people up to date on Social Security benefits, helping people know what's going on with disease X, as experts are saying that the next pandemic might hit. And now trending everywhere is World War III. All of these concerns about nation rising against nation and wars and rumors of wars. It does sound like the end times, like we hear about in the Bible. Karima says both sides are awful. Huggy Wuggy fan says, again, it's in Dallas, Texas. What's in Dallas, Texas, Huggy Wuggy fan? You're right, Joe. End times, says Road Rules. Keep up the updates, says Karen. I will make sure that you guys know exactly what's going on, so you know exactly what to prepare for, what's taking place, because if this escalates to the point of World War III, we're going to need to know updates about information about what's happening. We've already heard that there have been threats on our U.S. soil. If you guys missed that video yesterday, you need to go check it out. Breaking news as it came out. I shared with you guys the video that came out, and then the day before that, it was escalating as well. And I let you know about the attacks on the U.S. troops. Absolutely incredible. So first, there's been a string over the weekend. U.S. troops getting attacked for weeks. Biden warning Iran not to attack, as these attacks have Iran written all over them. They continue to attack, and after Biden warns again, the attacks escalate. Then after that, we saw the UN. In the UN, the foreign minister for Iran, in front of all of the UN, in the United States, on our soil, the boldness tells the U.S., you will not be spared from our fire if this war in Gaza, the genocide on Palestinian people, continues. So that is very, very bold to come into our land in the UN and tell us you will not be spared. I know a lot of people, I saw the comments, I saw a lot of people's responses, furious, just wondering the audacity of this to take place. And now I let you know, in the past 24 hours, we're hearing that some officials and experts are saying that it is to the point now where it is just about where we're at the point of no return. It is almost, they're saying, inevitable that the United States is going to get pulled into this, and we're going to be experiencing a war. And some are saying that this could escalate to World War III. A lot of people are warning, and they're saying that it's time for us to try to figure out how we're going to maneuver out of this, because a lot of people are saying that if we go into World War III, it could be, like I said, Elon Musk is saying, an existential threat to humanity, that we could wipe ourselves out. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think, now I'd love to hear your thoughts. Number one, put a 1 in the comments if you think we are about to enter into World War III here. And this article is saying that they're anticipating things could even escalate worse in the next couple of days. It's just been in the past couple of days, things have escalated incredibly, and now it's like it's getting even more intense. Now put a 2 if you think that we're going to be able to avoid this. If you think no, I think we're going to be able to dodge a bullet here, Steve. Wow, a lot of 1s. A lot of people are saying they feel like we are on the brink of World War III. And I know it's been trending all over the news. People are asking, like, what's going to happen here? Because we already had Ukraine and Russia for quite some time. Then after that, now there's been concerns about China and Taiwan, and people are saying that war between the U.S. and China is inevitable. And now Israel and Hamas, and Israel, we are direct allies with Israel, and Hamas is funded by Iran, and Iran is attacking U.S. troops. Now they're saying that we're going to have all of these wars all at the same time escalate, and this could essentially turn into World War III. And I see a lot of 1s in the comments. Wow, a lot of people thinking World War III is right around the corner, that it is inevitable. I see Planned on Purpose saying prophecies are being fulfilled. Virginia says nobody has respect for Biden. Man, I saw all the 1s on that, just people saying that he is not a strong leader, that other foreign countries right now do not respect him, and that they're moving forward on their plans for war and things like that because they don't feel like he is going to back his words, that his words are empty, that his threats, they're not strong. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that we need another leader? Do you think that, what about former President Donald Trump? Do you think that he would be a good leader for this? If you think that Trump would do a better job at this, put 1. If you think no, put 2. And if you put two, put who you think would be a good, strong leader right now for a time such as this, where we are, potentially looking at World War III. Let's see here. Karima says the leader is weak. I see a lot of ones. Everyone's saying Trump would be a stronger leader than Joe Biden. I see a couple of twos. Some people saying that no, they think that Biden or somebody else would do a better job than Trump right now. Let's see here. Biden may appear weak, but I feel his words are strong, says Patricia Taylor. We'll see. Now, the question is, do foreign leaders think that his words are strong? Because, man, I just don't know. And I'd be curious to see what people would suggest. I see Howard Dibble saying Trump. Russell is saying Trump. Leah Carson is saying Noah too. Martha's saying Noah too. Rand for president, says Keith. And Puerto is saying Trump. You don't win a war with words, says Wallace. Wow. Well, yeah, people think Trump is gross, says Karima. Trump 2024, a lot of Trumps. Two, Mickey Mouse. Jennifer says that Mickey Mouse would be a better pick than having Biden. Mickey Mouse would run this war better than Joe Biden. Let me know your thoughts. And also, you guys, wow, we have got 1,558 people on that are getting the live update as to the most recent news coming out on the war. Do me a favor, smash the like button if you haven't already. We've got 620 likes. If I could just get if you have not hit the like button, if you could do so, if we could get this over 1,000, that would be huge. And I know that this is not what people want to hear, but at the same time, that it helps spread the word. And I want to make sure that people get the latest updates. So if you appreciate good information going out, all the information is cited. I put the sources in the description. It will help spread this on YouTube. So I would appreciate that. 684 likes. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't smashed yet, please smash the like button. I would appreciate it. Now, the article also says that last February, Reuters reported that Iran used earthquake relief flights to Syria as a cover-up for secret weapon shipments. And the Washington Post reported that documents leaked as a part of the Discord trove revealed plans by the IRGC Quad Force to equip and train militia with devastating advanced IEDs. All this may be part of an effort coordinated among Russia, Iran, and Syria. Dictator Bashar al-Assad to expel the 900 U.S. troops in Syria who are there to counter the Islamic State. The 2,500 American troops still in Iraq on an advice and assist mission will also present tempting targets. Wow. Man, we've got troops in there and they're saying that they could be potential targets. That means at the very least that Iran is well positioned to heighten an already roiling tensions in the Middle East after spending decades building a network of proxies and terror cells in Lebanon, Gaza, and Iraq and Yemen and elsewhere to act as a forward line of defense for a clerical regime that sees itself as surrounded by external threats. Most important, especially in the case of Hamas and in Gaza and Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, these furnish a direct front and capable forces in the armed fight for Israel's destruction. But there's also a deeper question of what exactly Iran did to bring about this crisis in the first place with the October 7th attacks and what that says about where it goes from here. Now, man, let me know your thoughts, you guys, in the comments. I know a lot of people saying it looks like we are essentially on the brink of World War III, and it's escalating. It's escalating. Like I said, all you got to do is go to my channel and look at the last two videos that I posted. This is the first live that I'm doing with you guys on this, but you can see in the video section about how this is it's just growing. It just seems like the past couple days it's been getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to see where this goes. Now, hopefully, we do not enter into a World War III situation. Hopefully, we're able to see this de-escalate and some sort of conclusion come to this and things don't get carried away here. But the United States is starting to get pulled into this with Iran. And so Iran and the U.S. are having high tensions. And right now, it's saying here that officials are saying we're almost to the point where it is inevitable. So we will see. I'll keep you guys up to date every step of the way so that way you know exactly what's taking place. And like I said, just seems like there's so much stuff going on. We finally just got a Speaker of the House and Congress to pass through legislation. So hopefully we'll start seeing things progress forward for our nation. We'll get some some things for Social Security, for Congress, get things going for the economy, because there's a lot of people hurting here at home. And we're sending out $100 billion, or Biden is requesting $100 billion go out to foreign nations to help them with wars. But also there's a lot of people hurting here right now. And the economy is just absolutely crushing people. So you guys, as more information comes out on anything, I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date, because there's just so much going on. And I know it can be just there can be a lot of anxiety and fear and like frustration and just not knowing what's going on. So as stuff comes out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And again, this is your first time here, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll let you know as stuff comes out. And again, do me a favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. It helps out a ton. Yeah, all it really does is it just tells YouTube you like it, and then they start sharing it out to other people. And also, I think there was a super chat from Jose Gomez of $2. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And I'll make sure to keep people up to date. He said, he actually said, stop scaring people. Jose, I know it's very scary. And trust me, it's not what I want to report on. But as stuff comes out, I just want to make sure that people know what's taking place. And it's pretty scary to see yesterday an Iranian foreign official standing in front of all of the UN on U.S. soil telling us that we will not be spared from their fire, and that U.S. troops are being attacked. It's not what anybody wants to hear, but as you guys know, whether it's what you want to hear or not, on this channel, I will report to you what's going on so you know exactly what's taking place. So you guys, I appreciate you. Love you guys. I'll keep you up to date on everything. Don't forget, smash the like button if you haven't already. As more information rolls out, I'll keep you up to date. Hope you guys have a blessed evening. I will catch you in the next video. Hopefully catch you in the next live. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.